For this week, let us tackle about the filtration cycle in an estuary. An estuary is a transitional part of land and ocean wherein the fresh water from the river meets with the salt water in the sea. The Philippines, being an archipelago, has its share of estuaries in the world. These ecosystems play an important role in the lives of living organisms. Since they are bodies of water where rivers with fresh water and seas with salt water meet, they have a salinity level. Estuaries serve a wide range of important habitats for diverse marine species. It is also called the nurseries of the sea because their position becomes a protected environment that is ideal for organisms to reproduce. Estuaries function as a buffer zones between land and the ocean. They protect the coastal areas and the humans from floods, storm surges, strong winds, and tsunamis by absorbing extra water. The habitats present in them also shield streams, river channels, and coastal shores from the too much erosion due to wind, water, and ice. Estuaries provide sources of living for people through marine and aquaculture business like fishing, boating, tourism, and recreation. It also serves as transportational travel routes. How do estuaries help with the filtration of water? Well, as the water flows through habitats connected with estuaries, pollutants, extra sediments, and nutrients are filtered out. Pollutants include herbicides and pesticides that are toxic and heavy metals like mercury, lead, copper, and others. These materials are filtered and collected nearby watershed in them. This makes the soil in these areas very rich as time passes. Filtered water in the estuaries is discharged, going to the closest body of water, which is usually the sea. Aside from filtering water, estuaries also protect different habitats. This makes protecting them a very valuable assistance to the ecosystem. An abundant variety of habitats surround estuaries. Some habitats near estuaries include salt marshes. It is an arrangement or pattern of tidal streams that become filled with seawater during high tides and drained during low tides. The presence of seawater makes it salty. However, it is a home for various species of animals like fish and other living organisms. It also has plants that can tolerate salt levels such as salt hay, black rush, smooth cord grass, and others. Another common habitat is called the sand and mud flat. They are leveled landforms made of less stronger sediments shaped irregularly, continuously along the shore or elongated. Mudflats, which are soft and made of silt and clay, provide shelter to organisms that dig holes and tunnels like clams, mussels, oysters, crabs, shrimps, and even bloodworms. The next common habitat is the mangrove forest. It is a dense area of trees with tangled roots that appear to be standing above water. It is mostly present in tropical areas with temperatures always above 16 degrees Celsius and is very active in its role for the environment. It is an important habitat for a variety of organisms, aside from its important role of protecting the coastlines and stabilizing intertidal mudflats. It is also a home of diverse species like fish, birds, snakes, crocodiles, and others. Human as we are, we do things that have an impact on estuaries and habitats related to them. We pose threats to estuaries through the following. We use herbicides and pesticides on farming, and agricultural land sends chemicals to run off water that is filtered in estuaries. Overfishing lessens the amount of fish in the ocean and interrupts the food chain. Boating can destroy seagrass through their propellers, thereby lessening or breaking habitats and interrupting the food chain. Building of structures like seawalls, bridges, and others affects on the passage water and conditions in estuaries. And littering on our coastlines and swimming pollute estuaries. The litter tangles with aquatic organisms that they can also swallow them. However, it is not too late for us to save our ecosystem. Let us treat the habitats of important marine life with care. Habitats and survival go together. If habitats are gone, many plants and animals will also disappear. Make it a no for paper and plastics. We save on trees for papers and reduce the amount of plastic trash that accumulates in our water systems that eventually go to the sea. We need to dispose our garbages to its proper place and be prudent enough in thinking before pouring anything like oil, paint, grease, and cleaning agents into your household drain. Use organic and non-toxic pesticides and fertilizers in planting or gardening. Simply appreciate nature in our coastal and marine areas without going against natural processes by taking rocks, corals, and animals. Attend talks on environmental care or invite experts to share their knowledge with your school and community. Lastly, we need to be a positive influence in our community by advocating, joining, and organizing waterways or coastal cleanup.
That would be all for this week, and hope you have learned